What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another math puzzle. In this one, the question is as follows. Can you correctly solve for x given that x must be an integer? And here's our equation. We have x plus 1 times x plus 4 times x plus 6 times x plus 9 equals 16. Hit that pause button and see if you can figure it out. When you're ready, hit play, and I'll give you the explanation. So this is definitely a tricky one if you want to try and solve it algebraically. We've got some different options of maybe multiplying it out and trying solving it that way, but that's going to be pretty hard. Instead, the better way to do this is to think about this logically, right? We're getting four numbers that are going to be multiplying together to get 16, and they're all going to be integers, right? Because if x is an integer plus an integer is going to be an integer. So we got a couple different options, right? We could have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We could have 2 times 8 times 1 times 1 maybe, and then we could also have 1 times 4 times 4 times 1. But the issue is, how are we going to get these repetitive numbers, right? How could we get 4 2s if these are all plus 1, plus 4, plus 6, plus 9? How are we going to get 2 and 8 and then again a repetition of 1, or here a repetition of 4 and a repetition of 1? Well, the way around this is you're not actually going to be able to get all four of these numbers like this, but if you play around with the signs, this can actually work. So we're going to actually get rid of these, and we're going to focus on these options, but instead I'm going to flip around the order. I'm going to say it's going to be 4, 1, 1, and 4. And I was mentioning modifying the signs. So how can we modify the signs, right? Well, if we could theoretically get a negative 4 here and a negative 1 and then a positive 1 and a positive 4, multiplying those together, it would still become positive 16 because a negative times a negative becomes positive. All right. So now we've got something that could potentially work. Let's see what value would give us negative 4 right here. Well, that would be x is equal to negative 5. So let's check this out in real time now. Negative 5 plus 1, that is negative 4. Negative 5 plus 4, that is negative 1. Negative 5 plus 6 is 1, and negative 5 plus 9 is 4. And again, if we multiply these together, as I mentioned, we're going to get 16, which means x equals negative 5 is the winner. That's how you do it. Done. I hope you guys enjoyed this math puzzle, and if you did, please click that like button. If you want to see more math puzzles on the regular, make sure to click subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.